This particular lock is a bit of a rarity. I've only ever seen one of these actually out in the real world, and it was this particular one that had to be swapped out because the lock wasn't working very well. The reason being is the curtain was quite badly worn, and when I turn this key it gets jammed, and then as you can see it overcomes the resistance and throws the bolt, and that's because the key isn't high enough. So if I push my finger underneath and turn, you can see that it works perfectly well. So we've got a worn curtain on here. The lock is called a Colson, C-O-L-S-O-N. It has a 5-gauge keyway, and it has this very distinctive cutout in the hard plate, which is screwed on. It's removable hard plates. There are 7 lever heights in this lock, and one of them is what's known as a deadlift. In other words, you do not touch it, because if you do, then you're going to immediately not be able to open the lock. So I'm going to use the outside in curtain pick on this one. It's got a small wire, and as you will see in the closing section of this video, this has got H levers in there. So the H levers typically will need a small wire for picking. Right, so I'm going to start on lever 5. Let's just lift that up. See whether we can get any sense out of this. 5, let's go to 4, which is binding. There we are, 4 has clicked once and then it's clicked twice. That's because the high lift levers in here have an anti-pick notch before the true gate. So there's 5, there's 4, there's 3, let's pick 2. There's 2, 5, and there we go, we've got the lock. Now, what you'll notice is I didn't touch 1, and that's because lever 1 in this lock, as you can see by the key, is a deadlift. It needs no lifting whatsoever. It needs to be left alone. I only know that because I've got the key. So it would have been great fun picking this. What would have happened is probably I would have overlifted that, and it would have gone into anti-pick. And then I would have worked out that it was a 0 lift or a deadlift lever. So there we go. This is the Colson 5 lever British standard sash lock with the removable hard plates in this lovely ruby red colour.